far as something I'm grateful for with everything going on with the pandemic.
If you were to ask me this year what's brought light into my life,
and it's probably been one of the best years.
I'm definitely and eternally grateful for them.
Despite 2020 being totally crazy, I feel like this year has been super awesome actually.
Hey friends, welcome to this week's video. I hope that you're having an amazing morning, an amazing afternoon, an amazing day in general. Since this is the week of Thanksgiving, I know that the Latter-day Saints Church has created a hashtag Give Thanks. And with Thanksgiving, we all know it has to do with gratitude. Whenever you're sitting at the table with your family, we usually just go around to each person and we say what we're grateful for. And so I just wanted to gather some friends and I just recorded each person of what they're grateful for, despite it being 2020. I'm grateful for them and I'm grateful that they were willing enough to be on this week's vlog and share some of their own personal light. And I know this has been a hard year for everyone and the whole world has, together we've been going through this as a global struggle and brought us our own unique challenges, if that is keeping a job or if that is finances, just more anxiety, more stress, health issues, obviously. I try to bring inspiration to your week as much as I can. I wanted to take the good from the bad. So, despite it being 2020, what are we grateful for? What is the good that came from all the challenges and the struggles that we've endured together as a mass? I hope that this inspires you in any way, or at least brings a smile to your heart or to your face.
I'm actually grateful for this year because it forced me to do a lot of inner work, learning and growing. It's made me value human connection a lot more just because we were cut off from that, and so it made me realize that I take it for granted, I guess.
Once we started, working from home and kind of pseudo quarantining, it really helped me reevaluate life and what's important to me. It gave me a different perspective, and I feel like this might sound a little ironic, but I feel like I'm actually happier now than I was before the pandemic. So
This year has been really hard on most of us. It's really easy to focus on the negative things and the things that go wrong and all the hardships, but it's really nice to actually sit back and think about all the good things that have happened this year. I've grown a lot in my personal life and developed more characteristics of who I want to become. I'm really grateful for my family that they were able to be there for me and we are able to help each other even though we can't always be there in person. I'm really glad for my friends that we're also there for each other and that we are a support system when we can't always be with our loved ones that we're closest with. And it's probably been one of the best years.
Honestly, I am grateful for my friends, for my family, my health. I'm grateful that I have a job, honestly, going on with everything happening. I am grateful for music, just the ability to experience life as it is, right, with the ups and downs and everything happening, and that I get to experience it with my friends, right, and I get to grow and develop through all of it.
COVID, I moved from Idaho to Utah, and I'm grateful for that because I met a lot of good friends, and I connected with my old friend Nick McGee that I hadn't talked to in years.
I am actually really grateful for all the time that we were able to have all together, being quarantined in our house, and we were able to make some really great memories. It's a time that we look back with fondness.
if you were to ask me this year what's brought light into my life, regardless of trials, I would definitely have to say my connection with God. In this picture right here, if you were to see closely, he's above that water and he's smiling as he's reaching down. Being underwater symbolizes many different things for me. This year it's been heartbreak. It's learning how to adjust to a new job, trying to figure out future plans, future goals. Regardless of how much you feel you're struggling or you're underwater or sometimes you can't even breathe, that his hand is always extended and he's smiling because he knows it's going to be okay. Seeking his direction is something that has brought a lot of light into my life. There's a quote that I actually wrote. I love writing poetry. It's an outlet of mine, and it says, "When you would expose my weakness, I used to feel so torn apart. Now I realize that's you, shining light where it was dark." He wants us to grow. He wants us to be better, and he's always there to help us to do that. not just this year, but my whole life, and it will continue to be my light. Because I know with him, I'm always guided. Even in times when thoughts come into your head that tell you that you don't deserve it, you're not good enough. Those are false. Those are false thoughts. We're always worth it. You are always worth it. And his hand will always be extended to you, no matter what. That's my hashtag give thanks.
The thing that I'm grateful for, despite it being 2020, is that we have a loving Heavenly Father that is there with us, that never leaves us alone, and He has answered my prayers through all of my challenges that I've gone through this year and brought me to the jobs and the places and the people that I need to be with. And I'm so grateful for you guys. What are you grateful for this Thanksgiving? What is the good that came from this year? You can comment down below, you can just think it in your mind, you can write it down, do what you want. I love you guys. I'm sending my love and light your way.